Welcome to the top 5 leagues team of the season so far. Again, I know it's October, but guess what? It's international break. So I thought, you know what? We're going to make this video every international break. So this one, November one, then again in like March or whenever it is, so that by the end of the season, we have a very consistent team of the season rather than ignoring what's happened to start the year. Now, there has been maybe 10 games so far, right? Like 7 league games, Champions League and cups and whatnot. So bear in mind, we're factoring everything so far, not who's the best, but who's had the best season so far. For example, in my opinion, Alisson and Courtois are the best goalkeepers in the world. But I think prior to obviously the last 10 days or so that Juan Garcia has been out, he has been the best goalkeeper this season. We mentioned it, of course, in our Ballon d'Or power rankings video that this guy, the moment he arrived, people thought, oh, he might take some time to adapt. No. I told you guys, he's going right to the very top immediately. And he kept Barca in games that they slyly had no right being in. So fair play to him. You can see without him as well, the moment he goes, suddenly Sevilla are slapping their head 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever they want to put on their head. So big up to Juan Garcia. He will be our goalkeeper. And similar logic is applied to right back, where I think we can all agree and we can all shake hands. Achraf Hakimi is the best right back in the world. But so far, based on this season, if we had never watched football before and suddenly tuned in August, which to be fair, a lot of you watch football as though you've only seen it in the last 2 months anyway, it would be Julian Timber at right back. Because not only has he been locked down defensively, but he slightly started to add goals and assists to his game. Something that I didn't even think he had in the locker, right? I always say his hips move like Shakira, they don't lie, whatever. He'll be doing the nimble, fluid little press resistance thing. Now he's getting in the other end, whipping in crosses, getting shots away. Obviously, again, like I said, scoring. Even headers from set pieces, he's there as well. So I don't know what he's been eating over the summer, but fair play to him. He played centre-back as well for Netherlands just now in the international break too. He has been phenomenal. I think we can all agree on that one. Centre-backs, it's going to be a Premier League pair. I think this one might be the easiest so far. Let me think about it, actually, to be fair. Again, we'll give some shout outs, obviously. The thing is with like Bastoni, for example, Inter started really bad. Upamecano done his thing as well. But I think it would be unjust if we had a centre-back pairing that did not consist of, first of all, Van Dijk. I know already guys are going to start shouting and whatnot because he got cooked against Chelsea with the Caicedo goal. Again, it wasn't really a cooking. A lot of the Van Dijk issues maybe that we could say have been had are not really down to him, right? You got Konate next to him who wants to go to Madrid or wants to be wherever, anywhere that's not Liverpool right now. And you got the fullbacks either side of him who are, they're not backing, bro. They're just full. I don't know what they're doing there. Kirk has been stinking. Frimpong, Conor Bradley, all of them. Szoboszlai right back, they ain't doing the job. So big respect to Virgil van Dijk. And of course, next to him, it has to be Gabriel Magalhaes. I think he's gonna up yet another level, which I did not think was really feasible up until now, where we already know scoring the headers he's on that no matter what. But in the games, I mean, it's one of the big reasons why obviously Arsenal 2 Champions League games, 2 wins, and in the league they've got the best record so far. It's because Gabriel has just been, you know, phenomenal. So big ups to him. At left back, we are going to France. We're going to the Uber Eats to go and collect No Mensch, the best fullback in the world this season. The best fullback in the world this season by quite some margin as well. Again, let me know if you agree. If you disagree, by all means, put your names and do whatever you want. Oh, I forgot as well. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because actually you're seeing this the day after it was recorded, because I am actually right here, right now, in the middle of playing a charity match alongside the likes of, you know, Roberto Carlos, Roberto Silva. I believe Sol Campbell's going to be there as well, Troy Deeney. So again, I've recorded this video in advance for you guys. So all I'm going to say is if that ain't worth a sub, I don't know what is. The daily streak will keep going. And in fact, if you want, let me know in the comments. Should I make a vlog out of it? You don't have a choice. I've already made the vlog. Well, actually, no, I haven't already made the vlog, because today is still Saturday. The game is on. Let's move on. You get the point anyway. I'll probably get a vlog out maybe like on a next week Friday or something if I get enough content. I might even play 5 minutes. I don't know. On to DM. I think this one, The Chelsea fans, if I don't put him, they'll be banging at their gates, bro. They'll chase me all the way to Brighton for the charity match and say, hey, where's Caicedo in the team? So don't worry. He is here. He will be our DM. And of course, we fly to Spain. We go back to Barcelona to go and collect Pedri for our midfield. I think these two players, I don't have to spend too much time talking about them because I have done so much already this season so far. Caicedo, like I said, is adding goals to his game now. Of course, we know how much he can hold Enzo Fernandez's hand. We know how good he looks when a proper midfielder like Lavia, plays next to him. He's just, again, he's great. And Pedri, now even the Premier League fans have seen it against their own team. Maybe they'll see it again. To be fair, hey, that Chelsea-Barca game, when is that? Is that a week or two from now? I can't wait. Hopefully everyone from both teams is fully fit. I don't want to hear any excuse from either team. I want a high-quality match. And I want to see Pedri Caicedo, who gets the better. Who do you think will get the better of that kind of duel there, if you will? The last midfield spot, I struggled. I can't lie to you. There's not been a lot of 10s that have been firing like that, right? Like, obviously, when you look at Ligue 1, it's just PSG. And so you got the likes of, again, Fabian Ruiz, Neves, and Vitinha. But no one's really playing like as a 10 of that trio. You look at the Bundesliga, maybe Uzun of Frankfurt. But again, has he done enough to be in a team of the season? Potentially. La Liga is one where I think Barca, Fermin Lopez, I don't think he's done enough to be in a team of the season. Arda Güler is a shout. I know the Madrid fans are they're going to be banging at their gates. They're going to be bringing their pitchforks like the opening scene of Shrek 1 back in 2001, was it? For those of us who remember. They're going to be yelling and that, get off my swamp. Look at Arda Güler. He created 43 chances. He has the most expected XG created. He's been decent. He started a bit slow. He's getting into it. I'm not sure over the 10 games so far he's in there. He's close. I don't think any Prem players in there because Liverpool have Florian Wirtz, who obviously 007. Arsenal have Odegaard, who's going 007 for injuries in terms of every game he goes injured again. City, Shirk, he's not even fit. Foden is Foden. We know what he's on. So I'm going to go to Italy and I'm going to bring you guys Nico Paz. Let's show some love to the not so massive teams. Someone that, of course, I was gassing up last season. He seems to have started off where he left off, or I guess continued this season where he left off last season, which is dragging Como to places that they maybe shouldn't be quite just yet in their project. But again, he's been class. He scores goals. He gets you assists. He's creative. It's someone that Real Madrid, they should be knocking for him to go and grab that 10 spot if they want to play. And the thing is with Arda, sometimes he plays on the right as well. He's not really like locked down a 10 spot, if you know what I mean. That's also why he couldn't really be in there. Now onto our front three. Again, some difficulties, and I'll explain to you why. On the right, I'm going to go with Olise of Bayern München. I think it wouldn't make sense to have a team of the season and not have a player from the team that has gone basically, 10 games, 10 wins this entire season. I just felt like everywhere else, there were close calls, right? Like, I'm not putting, Lima as the best right back so far. The likes of Joshua and that. They've all been, like, very good, right? No one's been, like, exceptional standout, except you could argue the two that are playing towards the front, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you know what players I'm referring to here. Obviously, Amenyah was probably first had I done this maybe after like 4 games, 5 games, but I mean, he's missed half the season so far, right? Half the season being he's missed like 5 games out of the 10 or so, whatever it's been. You know what I'm talking about anyway. Had Yamal been playing this time, he probably would be there, but Olise will take the right wing spot instead. So we've now got representation from all leagues, right? All leagues matter, fans. Stand up. Wait. La Liga, Prem, Ligue 1, Serie A, Bundesliga. We've got all 5 leagues in there up front. What do we do here? Am I allowed to cheat? If so, I mean, there's 2 names, or there's 3 strikers that we know deserve to have this spot. And it can be any one of those 3. The problem is, there can only be space for 2 more forwards. And only one of them can be squeezed elsewhere. So I'm going to cheat and put Kylian Mbappe on the left. He'll play just off the left. Olise will hug the touchline, if you will. And then we'll get some width from New Mensch bombing forward as he does. So let me cook on that one. Now up front, the final position Is it going to be Erling Haaland or Harry Kane? You know what? As I'm recording this, Erling Haaland has just scored a hat-trick against a certain opponent. So I think if you guys will shake my hand and agree that warrants him just about edging into our team of the season so far. I think it's really close. I don't blame you if you want to put Harry Kane in there at all. But I think Erling Haaland, the records he's breaking for club, in the league, in the Champions League, and for country as well. Look, I can't lie, he scored 5 goals against my country as well. But I think everybody was a Norway fan today because everybody wants to see Norway go to the World Cup, if you know what I mean. So big ups to Erling Haaland. Of course, Harry Kane will be the first name on the bench. Let me know who else was close to making it in your opinion. As for Gaffer, I guess let's show Bayern some more love. Let's go with Vincent Kompany as the Gaffer for the team of the season so far. Like we said, 10 games, 10 wins. Of course, you can argue about the opponents and Bochum and this kind of level, but you can only beat what's in front of you, right? So he's won every game. You cannot really argue with it. That is my team of the season so far. The next international break, I believe, is on the 13th of November. I believe it starts. So around mid-November again, there'll be 7 more games played. We'll update it again. This will be the default template, if you will. Someone has a great month. Yamal comes back. He can grab his spot. Hakimi starts cooking. He can grab his spot. We'll see how it goes. That being said, have a great... Well, it's not rest of your weekend because this is going up on Sunday. I mean, have a great rest of your weekend and have a great week going forward as well. Subscribe, like, comment, do the usual stuff. The more you man spam comments, like I said, just even tell me what you're eating for dinner. Tell me what you're eating for dinner and the algorithm will start booming. I can get more views, I can get more subs, I can give you guys more high quality vids. In a bit. Bosh.